What's good, YouTube? SKILZIN1985 here, welcome you back to another Pokemon video. Now, this came out of the blue yesterday or the day before, I'm not too sure, I think it might have been yesterday. There's a lost demo of Pokemon Gold in Japan, and it's been found. It was like the lost Pokemon game, and it's been data mined. Now, you're seeing these, right? You're seeing these Pokemon. So, no doubt you've seen other YouTubers cover this, but I want to have my view, and all I'm going to be doing is going through all the sprites and talking about my thoughts of what should they have kept them, I'm glad they got rid of them, things like that. So if you're hyped for this, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and we're going to jump straight in with Chikorita. Chikorita obviously didn't change. When I first saw these pictures, I thought the middle one, I thought that was Celebi, the way it, like, the leaves go up and stuff, but no, that was the original Bayleaf. So where was the progression? Like, I don't get the progression here between Chikorita to this to Meganium. Like, Meganium's exactly the same. Then Chikorita, it just, that's so weird. I'm so happy they went with Bayleaf. So happy with Bayleaf. Now, whoa, I don't know what happened here. Next, we have what could have been Cyndaquil's evolution, which is like some kind of, like, bear, lion thing. I don't even know. I think they're cute. I think that's this is a Pokemon. These are Pokemon I'd like to see in like Gen 8. Yeah, I mean, like, these are Pokemon that they should just bring back and just enhance because they look really cool. Like, I would be happy with these three. Being a huge fan of Gen 2, obviously, I think I'm not going to be saying I'd rather have these over the ones that we already have, because I love Typhlosion, I love Meganium, I love Feraligatr. And speaking of that, you can see this thing off the screen, right? Now, Totodile is by far, I'd say, my second favourite Pokemon. Third favourite Pokemon? I'd say it's definitely in my top 5. And this okay, so this is a monstrosity. I really, really dislike the look of this Pokemon. I really do. Like, it's just no, we don't want that. We don't want that. Up next, we have all the way over here. We have the good old Hoothoot. Now, I actually I will lie right now. So we have Hoothoot looking roughly the same, just some spots on his, some spots there instead of just whatever the pattern instead. The Noctowl. I want that Pokemon in my life. That Pokemon looks badass. Like, I've looked briefly through this. I think that's probably my favourite. Like, that Pokemon looks so cool. To the carry-ons, obviously you've still got, so, Mareep, Flaffy, Ampharos did not look too different at all. There was a baby Vulpix. We've got to assume a baby Vulpix, which, I mean, having 9 cells at stage 2 is just, well, I don't know what, I'm glad they got rid of that. Up next, we have what can only be described as some monsters out of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, with this kind of Tangler mini. Is this like, I don't know, was this original? Was that a baby Tangler, and then this is the original version of Tangrowth? I mean, these genuinely look like Rita Repulsa made these creatures. And if you're too young for that, I'm sorry. It was the original Power Rangers. Moving on, we have this kind of like bird thing. I don't know. Did that get replaced with Mantine? I feel like Mantine kind of came in instead of that. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one because obviously Quillfish. Now, this was on Bulbapedia. I've never covered this on the channel, like the beta Pokemon, and it might be my next video after this because this kind of stuff amazes me. So Quillfish was stage 1. This is the evolution of Quillfish. Now, how much I think Quillfish needed an evolution? I'm using Quillfish in my time playing competitive Pokemon. I think he's great. But I mean, not hurt for an evolution, I suppose. Water Poison. I mean, would you make him water electric with that lightning bolt on his head? I don't know. Kind of like, I think they must have replaced that with Corsola. Looking at the like design, surely they replaced that with Corsola. My God, Pichu. We've got Pichu, Cleffa, and Igglybuff here. So Pichu just looks ridiculous. Cleffa looks like it comes straight out of a Kirby game, and Igglybuff looks like someone just cut all its hair. Very happy they redesigned these three. Quagsire looked like it was just going to be Quagsire, so it was never supposed to be Wooper into Quagsire, so that's kind of cool. I think they probably could have got away with that. I mean, Quagsire's a good Pokemon, but we need to be a stage 1, I don't really know. So then we have Natu, so down here is Xatu here? Yep, we have Natu and Xatu. So, same kind of thing. Was this like, so we've got this kind of like Pokemon that looks kind of like Magikarp. Oh my god, I can zoom in even further. Looks like Magikarp slash Goldeen kind of thing. I don't really know. I mean, I'm glad they got rid of that. Marill being pink, that was one of the things in the beta Pokemon. So we have this kind of fish, which someone's done like a really cool art with. Well, this probably would have been, maybe they went back and reviewed this when they were making Carvanha Sharpedo. Obviously Carvanha looks a lot meaner than that, but I think that's definitely where the original Sharpedo came from, and I really like this design. I think I'd be happy to find that in Pokemon. What is that? I am finding ones. I've skimmed this, as I said. What is that? What is that? I don't want that in my life. That's going to give me nightmares. Good old Crobat looks absolutely no different. Can't change Crobat. You just can't do it. What is that thing? Oh, zoom out. Zoom out. We've kind of got... Is that an evolved form of Parasect? That could have been... That could actually be an evolution of Parasect. That's an interesting concept right there. Spinarak and Ariados. Now, Ariados look very different. I think it's kind of keeping more Spinarak's kind of looks instead of changing completely. So I like the idea they did that, but, you know, nice change. They're not really the, you know, blah, really. So Skarmory looks very... Skarmory looks exactly the same. Sorry, I'm just taken up by this thing. I thought there was already... This looks like some form of like Ditto kind of thing. Is this an evolution of Ditto? And we've got a Pokemon here which kind of reminds me what it could be to be Rufflet. This could be the original Rufflet, which I can see. Maybe. I mean, it's got like 3 heads. Is that a baby? No, it can't be a baby Doduo. It's got like 3 heads there. That's really weird. Another Pokemon that didn't have a pre-evolution to start with was the Sunflora, because I don't think it needed Sunkern. Like, Sunflora is bad anyway. Phanpy looks slightly different with the trunk, but Phanpy Donphan looking exactly the same there. Moving on down, we have whatever the heck this is that this just looks like the ghosts from Lavender, like the Haunters in Lavender Town before you put the thing scope on them. That's mental. I kind of like it, but it definitely just looks like too much like a Mario thing. So the Girafarig was something we knew about for some time as well, which obviously the 2-head Girafarig probably would have like scared children. Who knows? Smeargle looks very much the same. Is this a baby Meowth? Were they really going to go that far with a baby Meowth? We have the original Purloin and Lipard here. That is 100% what they are. They've just altered the design. So I'm happy we have those Pokemon. They're in the game, and oh my god! Now I know people that love Politoed. I can't see how many people would love Politoed if it looked like that. I mean, it would definitely earn the name Jiraiya easier. My god, this thing's back sprite terrifies me. Above the cat. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm so happy they changed the design for Politoed as well. This is so interesting though to see how many, because you've got to think how many designs of these, how many Pokemon designs they've had, and oh, it's so cool. Slowking looking exactly the same as ever. Ledibur being green, which is kind of weird. Now, the evolution of Ledibur looked no different. Looks no different. Like, it looks terrible. Looks like any Yu-Gi-Oh players, it's like 4-star Ladybug of Doom. This thing does. That's all I can really compare this to. There was a baby Ponyta. Wow, I skipped that as well. I just saw the Espeon. There was a baby Ponyta. That's kind of cute. Espeon Umbreon. Umbreon looks very angry. I still roughly the same design, and then they just changed the colour of Espeon. Was that the original Steelix? Are we being... No. What is that thing? That's amazing. That's like the shell of Slowking. What was that thing supposed to be? That could have actually been what the original Steelix could have been. And here was that thing I was talking about. This looks like a Ditto as well. Madness. Madness. Then we have Remoraid. I'm assuming Octillery will be exacto the same over here. He's he looks like a tank. Oh, I wanted that. I wanted that. Octillery, man. You may have just made the thumbnail of this video. Octillery. It's got like the things as wheels. Like it's got a helmet with a gun, and oh my god, that's so sweet. Okay, that's cool. Fair play. They should have kept that. Probably wouldn't have gone down too well in the Western world. Is it literally a tank octopus? A Tyrogue and Hitmontop. Tyrogue. Prefer this to Tyrogue. I would have nightmares about that Hitmontop. The fact it's only got like, oh, that's terrifying. This thing here, was this the original Rockruff? I think we might have found the original form of Rockruff here. We have some very big changes to the Hoppip line here. Hoppip being very black and darker green and green. Then we have Skiploom looking very different, and then Jump Off. I actually really like these actually. Oh my god, that's Happiny. Happiny, I didn't even see you. You look horrible. Like, don't get me wrong, Happiny wasn't even like, Happiny has been like modified a lot. It came out in Gen 5. But Gen 4. But my god, I'm glad that didn't come out in Gen 2. We have Smoochum. Now, I like Smoochum. It literally is a mini Jinx. Like, Smoochum you can tell evolves a Jinx, but I like the fact it's got the hair and stuff. I actually really like the Smoochum. Elekid, get it away from me. Elekid's such a cool looking Pokemon now. I'm so happy they didn't go with this design. Pretty confident they're going to get sued by The Simpsons if they made that Magpie. But again, not much change there really. We have the Bellossom. Bellossom having the same problem as Jinx back in the day with that black face. You know it. This thing looks like, was this going to be one of the first like split evolutions? Because this doesn't look like an evolved form of Victreebel. It looks like an evolved form of Bellsprout. So perhaps was this originally intended to be that Pokemon? It'd be really cool if it was. Miltank is here, as ever, looking as fat as it can be, and then there's a kind of like Naruto two-tailed fox thing here as well, which I really like the look of as well. So moving on, we're getting towards the end now, because that's got to be towards the end of the gen. So we have some kind of like Pikachu-esque kind of creatures, which I really like. This kind of like electric, it's a very much electric mouse, and then like electric cat. I really like those. I think with enhanced design, that's brilliant. This kind of like swag duck. Was this an evolved Golduck? Was this the... Well, no, it's the original Swanner, isn't it? That's the original Swanner. There's your original Mime Jr. And that's your original Stuff of Nightmares right there. That panda, what is that? What actually is that thing? That's ridiculous. Murkrow just had like a witch's hat. And... what is that? Hang on. What's that thing then? What was that supposed to be? Was that going to be a standalone mon that looks very much like an evolved form of Chansey? Oh my god, that's the original Blissey with Gen 2. Oh my god, Skilzin, wake up. That's what Blissey was supposed to look like. It's got 2 eggs. Scizor keeping the same colour scheme as Scyther, which I quite like. I think that's where the shiny got it from. So the video I saw from A-Drive, his thumbnail said this was the original Heracross, but this has to be an evolved from a Pinsir, surely. And it looks horrible. That literally looks like a puppet from Naruto. Houndour, Houndoom looking very similar. That thing looks terrifying. Oh my god, look at these 4. After Houndoom, I'm just so happy to have these 4 Pokemon in our lives. Whoa. Let's forget we've seen them, shall we? So now we have coming up, that's the original Kingdra. Wow. I love it. I really like that. I like Kingdra as it is. The Raikou Entei Suicune, thank God you redesigned these. Because, like, the Entei just looks like a generic fox. Suicune looks like it says Edward. And Raikou looks just like a pig. These designs are awful. Let's hope they'll never ever see it light again. This is Mienshao, right? Or Mienfoo. This is the original Mienfoo. Which we don't have. Yeah, there wasn't actually. Interesting. There's Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh looking very much the same. He was the cover for the demo. Togepi originally didn't have an evolution. There was Snubbull with no evolution there either. And we have Apom, whatever that thing is. Was that going to be the original Celebi with the unknown? So Pokemon were missing here. There was no Lugia at this point. The unknown were there. Unknown A. But wow, that is really something. Like, I really like these kind of concepts where these Pokemon were actually going to be in the game. But let me know in the comment section below which one was your favourite. Mine has to be mine has to be between the Noctowl or the Octillery. Those two were just insane, absolutely insane. As I say, I wasn't going to be covering this, but I thought, no, I'm just not going to go through the data mine, the demo, anything like that. I just want to talk about the change in the Pokemon. That's all I want to talk about. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in another video. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.